right, guys, we got the slow cooker out. I'm gonna show you some weekly meal prep relief. So come right back for my Mexican style birria with beef. Keep it paleo. I'm starting off with 12 dried chilies. They're half ancho and half guajillo. I'm gonna break them open, put the stems and the seeds in here, essentially the garbage, and then these are gonna go into some simmering water. All right, all the pods are in. I'm gonna give it a pinch of salt, and then I'll discard this stuff here. Just throw these seeds away. You see all that? Next up, we've got an onion. One large onion or two small onions. Gonna get into this guy, and then we'll julienne this. Then we've got 4 squash. You can do zucchini, Mexican squash like this, yellow summer squash. I'm gonna do 3 Mexicans and 1 yellow squash. Just like that. All right, we're all set on our veggies. I'm gonna just give the chilies a little stir here. And our goal is just to soften those up. We'll turn them into a puree. If you don't want to go through all of this trouble here, you can just get a can of enchilada sauce at the grocery store. It won't be as deeply colored or flavorful, but it'll do the trick. Now we'll start assembling our dish. I've got a 3.5 pound chuck roast right here. It might be called a pot roast, but it looks something like this. All right, I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna season it with salt. Boom, set that down. Top it with salt. I'm gonna go with 6 garlic cloves. I'll just smash those in there. Tablespoon of cumin, tablespoon of Mexican oregano, 3 bay leaves. We'll put our onions in there. And then I've got 6 cups of water. Perfect, and then I put the squash on top of that. Now they traditionally serve this with whole pinto beans. We are kind of subbing that out with our squash here. It's not gonna bring a ton of carbs into play, but it'll do the trick, all right? Just help us out, give some nice color, and then a little something to chew on with our meat once it's all done. All right, guys, now we're gonna work our chilies. And to do that, just use some tongs to transfer these to a blender. And then just enough water to kind of turn this into a puree. I'm gonna say something like that. And perfect. All right, so take a look at this color. That's tough to beat, and you won't really find that in a canned enchilada sauce. So we'll pour this over the top. And you're not gonna argue that that doesn't look delicious. So I'll throw the lid on. We're going high for 12 hours. Set your crock pot on a sheet pan in case it bubbles over. And once it's done, we'll check back in. All right, let's take a look, guys. A lot of caramelization up top. It's looking tasty. Little piece of squash. Let's get down in there and see if our beef is it tough or tender? Oh yeah, tender. So at this point, what I'll do is kind of press the spoon through the beef to break it up, right? Kind of like shredded beef, but not completely shredded. Just not huge chunks, kind of like this is maybe yeah, beautiful. Okay, so to serve it up, let's do something like that. Some of our squash and onions. Now they traditionally serve this with whole pinto beans, but right now I'm gonna plate it up quickly how I would serve it with some paleo tortillas. All right, so here we have it, guys. It's our beef birria slow cooker edition. All right, it's been our latest video in the It's Not Gourmet Bro series. Get out there, give it a try, and prove once more that it's not gourmet, it just tastes that way.